Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's time for a Taycan update. Getting to be a bit of a tongue twister, that one, right? And as you can see, we are still in the BMW iX. Yes, indeed. And I'm starting to rather like this car. It's pretty comfortable, pretty reliable, and quite a good place to be, even if it's a little bit uninspiring at this trim level. But there is news. I'm on my way to the Porsche Centre in Guildford to get the Taycan back. Yes, it is indeed now fixed. So, what caused it to go wrong? What caused it to break down on both those occasions? Well, as we spoke about in the previous video, Porsche, the dealer centre, they suspected it was an issue with the HV battery, that 93.4 kilowatt battery that sits beneath you as you fly down the road in that thing. So they suspected it was a problem with the battery, and the logs had to go off to Porsche HQ in Germany for verification. And I think that's where the delays lay after sort of sitting with this for a while, is they have to look at it, they have to authorize the warranty work to be done, etc., and maybe can pinpoint more specifically what the issue is with the battery itself. So what exactly was the issue? Well, the issue was with one of these. Yeah, an individual battery module that had failed. Now, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but you're about to know, the Taycan has 33 of these modules. Inside each of those modules are 12 pouches, 12 cells, giving you a total of, I think, 396 in that platform. And here is, I guess what you could say is a fundamental problem. Now, I've called out that the LG Chem platform is probably a bit of a weak spot in these cars, right? They have issues. We lost a module, don't know why, don't know if it was water ingress or if the module just packed up. But the problem is, if one of those modules goes, I understand it means the entire battery pack is not going to work, because the modules are connected in series with a final parallel connection, I think, to split it a little bit, but they are connected in series, and this is exactly the problem. If one of those goes, the whole battery module is in effect defunct, right? It dies, which is a very risky situation. If it was one thing, one solid thing, the chances of it going wrong, in my head anyway, would be much less. Because if you imagine a room full of, for example, 1,000 phones, 1,000 Apple iPhones laid out on a big table, ticking away, the chances of one of those in 1,000 going wrong over time, over a week or so, is probably a bit higher than if it was just one, right? Law of probability. So you're kind of increasing your scope for failure a little bit, right? Which isn't necessarily a good thing. If the battery modules were connected in parallel, it would be much better. Now, I understand Rivian, I think, are a little bit better at doing this, managing individual battery modules and adjusting the car appropriately should one of those fail, right? You're kind of effectively saying, all right, one is gone, your range is going to be a bit less, your power is going to be a bit less, but the car is absolutely not going to be bricked. So is it a call out to the Porsche designers to engineer future variations of their EV platforms better so that they don't suffer from these issues? I think the Macan is still the same setup in that PPE platform, which has incidentally just launched. So it was fixed, or it is fixed, my Taycan, and this is the thing, right? Will it last? Fingers crossed it does. And 4 weeks I've been without the car for, so is that quite a long time? It's quite a long time, I would say, but not as long as other folk I'm hearing have had. Some folk have been having issues for months, and yeah, my heart goes out to them, because it's got to be a pain in the butt, right? Regardless of whether it's a first world problem or not, if you paid for something with a significant stack of cash and it's not working, you're going to be a bit miffed, right? It's just the way our heads work. So, on our way to the Porsche Centre Guildford, and we'll update on the other side after collection. That panoramic roof is gone. We're back in the Taycan. And it's been so long it feels like a new car again. And honestly, compared to the iX, yeah, you just forget how good these things are. Because I'd been in the iX for so long, it kind of becomes the new norm in a way, right? So in your head it's just like, yeah, this is how it is kind of thing. And then you get back in this and it's just another level of car. I've always said these are brilliant cars. They are brilliant cars when they decide to work, and luckily for me that's been most of the time. But it is a risky area, isn't it? EVs, it's still new, still kind of a bit fresh, isn't it? A bit early. So do you hang back for a little bit and just wait for Porsche to really become a solid producer of quality EVs before making that leap yourself? Awesome car, and I just hope it's going to get better and better for them. But right now this is working very well. Fingers crossed it continues to work well, and then I get much more ongoing enjoyment out of this thing, because it's such a great drive. It's so quick, so connected compared to that iX. It's another level of car, right? That's it for this one. Do stay safe, stay well, see you on the next one, and bye for now.